Third wind is the kind of song that you enjoy playing whichever instrument you're playing. And the bass was the second instrument that I've practiced for the song. The first two parts are performed with the double bass, the third one with the electric. But since I don't have a double bass, before borrowing it from a friend, I will study the part on the electric bass. And once I've studied the part, I will play the electric bass like it's a double bass. So for the first section, the more jazzy one, I try to get into the Steve Rodby's rhythmic feeling, and then I simply play over the chords, following that feeling and having fun. Technically, it's not a difficult part. The most important thing for me is the tempo feeling. From the first bar, it seemed to me that the real key was playing a little ahead of time. For sure not behind. And that gives the song a punch that makes it even more fun to play. There are three ways of playing on tempo, as you know. Playing exactly on time, playing behind the time, and playing ahead of the time. Sometimes you can barely hear the difference when you play the instrument alone, but I can promise you it makes a lot of difference once you put everything together. I don't want to play too much on time and too much behind the time. I need to push a little more, like I am pulling the band, and I don't want to be pulled by the band. So it seems to me that feeling is the key to have a good bass line. The second section is easier. It's a rhythmic pattern that is repeated more or less always the same way. So once I learn the part, I will borrow the double bass from my friend Vittorio, and as I did for the marimba, I will switch from the electric bass to the double bass. The only big difference between the two instruments is the fact that the bass has frets, the double bass hasn't. So I just need to play it a little bit to feel and see the distance of the notes, and then I will record it. I love the sound of the double bass. It has something sexy in it, so I will try to put some sexy flavor on the song. The third section has a 12/8 feeling, and it's played on the electric bass. The most important thing for me about this take is playing with a legato feeling, but making sure you can hear each note, especially in the first part. To achieve that, I have to make sure that phrases like sounds like staccato, so you can hear every note. Otherwise, the bass line could sound too muddy. Like when singers do riffs and runs, but you cannot hear all the notes of the runs. I will have a lot of fun recording the bass, and I hope you will like the final result.